Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and I'm going to continue my game of Satisfactory. Now, I've been reading through the comments that people have been leaving. This game has been living rent-free in my head for a while. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed because of this. Please like and subscribe on the videos, very much appreciated. But it's been comments from people saying, you know, you'll need to make lots of screws and everything. This game has been living rent-free in my head for a while, and I need to figure out what I'm doing about that. But one of the things that I've realized is, yes, I absolutely need to make more screws. And the other thing is, I think at some point I'm going to have to run this game in the background where I don't actually do anything, but I just leave it running in order to do some generation. Like we can see that this has been making some iron rods, which is great. But I'm probably going to, in order to get some of the production I need of values later, just power everything up and get it just running the things that I need. Right, this is doing leaves, for example, this is doing leaves into biomass, and that's all great, but I probably will want to leave this running for a while to generate the biomass, and that's all going to happen in the background because it's all based on time. But I think what I want to do at the moment is potentially make it so that I am making screws off these, because I believe screws actually takes rods. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to disassemble this storage container and that run here, because if I check correctly, I think this is only running, this is running at 100% efficiency. Okay, so this is making lots of iron rods, but is this running at efficient? Yeah. I think I can... But I think this belt, for example, isn't running it, because this is only importing 15 per minute. So I think I can... But this is outputting 30 per minute. So I think what I can do... Now, there's the storage container here, which is full. But I think what I can do is I can add, so I'm actually going to get rid of this constructor as well. I think what I can do is actually put a splitter on this. And then have this go into... I think it's a constructor. I could have... Constructor here. And another... constructor here. Nope, that way. I'm missing materials. I need more reinforced iron plates and cables. Ugh. And that wasn't lined up either. See, this is where I need to start getting these things being made. So I'm not having to do this anymore. So I want this to make iron rods. I want that to connect to there, and that to connect to there. And then again, I can put the storage container there, connect that up. Is this wrong? Why is this not? Now I can drop some iron ingots into there. But I need to put a splitter in. And this will make iron rods. And then I want another constructor for iron rods. So this is producing iron rods to go into storage, and I'll put all of the iron rods into storage. This one, however, is producing iron rods, and I think I need another constructor. And this makes screws from iron rods. What am I missing? Iron rods. And this is now producing screws. What I might actually do is try and put the constructor for screws there, and then run the conveyor from here I need concrete apparently, but I have concrete. See, that's not lined up. I don't like that. Not perfect, but better. I have this building screws. And have this go to a storage container, which I put there. And then this should be getting screws. So now I have screws here, iron rods here, iron plates. No, that's iron plates. I'm confused now. Oh no, iron plates are here. Wow, okay. So that's got screws happening. But what I also need to do is get some production happening from the copper. So what I probably want to do is maybe build here as the source of where the copper is going to come in, or the destination of where the copper is going to come in. So if I build some foundations... So this is where I want the copper to come down, I think. Because that's sort of here-ish. That's the wrong spot for it. What I can do yeah, I don't know how this is going to work because this is now too low. Because I want it to come over here. Because the copper... no, I've gotten turned around. Where is the copper? over there. So the copper is there. So if I bring the copper up here, that's still going to be multi-step. Yeah, this is going to be annoying. Like, it's all going to be ramps and stuff, which is just not going to work. Maybe I just build onto the ground because it's all not flat. I don't know how this is going to work. This is a very long way to go. Surely I can run it over somehow. There's got to be a way. Because I don't want to interfere with that iron. Maybe I need to build it further across this way. Like, the other thing I'm thinking is I'm probably going to need to replace all of this. And up here might be a good place for that. Because this is a big open flat area. So I can probably build a very big factory here. So this is probably where I'm going to build a very big factory. But where do I build the copper in the short term? These are questions. How do I make this work? Because the copper is there. Do I think I could run a channel down there? Maybe I could. A long way. I think I'm much more likely to get it to here as a two-step. So the question is, can I connect a foundation from here? It's not too bad, actually. Here's what I might be able to do. Is run this way, and then I'm above that. That could work. And now I want to run power. I didn't want to build that one. What's going on here? What's going on here? That was on standby for some reason. Am I having power problems? It's copper. This is the original copper, so I can deposit all of the copper ore into there. But I've got a... It's here, isn't it? Yeah, this is where I'm producing biomass. So I can grab the biomass. Deposit the biomass into here. And I can turn on... Apparently I can turn on more biomass generators because they'll only generate if they need to. So they're not going to waste fuel. Or did I deposit the leaves? I can't remember. No. There we go. So the next thing I want to do is run power. Here. And then here. Up to the top. And then along here. And then we want to a miner. There. And there. This will go into a merger. There. With a conveyor going from there into there. And from there into there. Now, can I build a lift? What I want to do is build that out to like there. Then I want to build like a conveyor lift from there. I need iron plates. I can go get iron plates. Yes, this is the bad way of doing it, but that's okay. I can get a lot of iron plates. I probably want to get a lot more concrete as well. I've got a lot of concrete. Let's grab iron plates from here. Didn't want all of them, I just wanted one stack. I'm missing cable. Oh my god. Well, let's try and do this first. How do I change the direction? Ah, mouse. Is that what I want? Is that high enough? No. Why can't I build conveyor? Ah, crap. And that's gone too high. And that's not a great conveyor, but it's a thing. I am terrible at this. I have no idea. Because once I've done this, hopefully the wire and the cable will be made as well. So this is a terrible build. At least I feel it's a terrible build. May not be, but I feel it is. So is that actually mining is the question? So we have copper ore coming through. So this should be producing 30. This is producing 30. And if I look at conveyor mark 1, that can carry 60. So we've got 60 going up there. $60 going along here. which should go into there and all the way up there. So what we want to do now is to do a conveyor lift going down like that. Now that's terribly positioned, but that's okay. I'm learning. And then if I put a smelter here, I need wire. Is it wire I need? Yes, I need wire. So I have to go make more wire until this is done. I'm also going to need more cable. But the whole point is I'm going to make wire and cable out of this. So make a bunch of cable. So we put a smelter here. Now, and then we can connect that up to there. Why can't I connect those up? How has that gone wrong? Okay, let's get rid of the smelter. We want a smelter. There, which we configure to smelt copper, and then we will give it power. I'm actually going to put power on the other side. That can go to there, and that can go to there. That's now smelting. Now we want to split this. No, we don't, because you need to make wire first. So we then run the smelter into a constructor, which I'm needing reinforced iron plate. Oh my god, I'm bad at this. But I'm making screws. Why am I collecting screws? Shouldn't I be collecting screws from here? Not all of them though, just one stack. But that'll do. So then we want a constructor here. This should have its own power. And we want this constructing wire. And then we want foundations. Oh, good Lord, I'm missing iron plates. So we want to put a splitter here. I think we actually also want, like, I'm probably building this too large. So we want to build a splitter here. Because this is building wire. So we want to put that into there. Then we want to build a storage container. And have some of the wire going there. Then we're going to want to build another storage container there. We're going to want to build another constructor there. With that going into there, the constructor needs its own power. So we put another power pole there. And we run power from there to there and there to there. We want that creating cable. And then we want that going into there. And now we have wire and cable storage. Fully automated. Aha. Is it efficient? Probably not. Is it working? Yes. So I can now collect wire from here and cable from here. Yeah, it's doing okay. So I'm now generating iron plates. I'm now generating screws. I'm generating iron rods. I'm generating lots of biomass, so I probably need to do some more gathering. And what I can do is I can come here to the smelter. I don't have copper ingot storage over here. I probably should have put some copper ingot storage into this workflow. kind of too late now. Thing is, I don't need it anymore. Because this will be making the wire and the cable I need. So I don't know what I do with all this extra copper. I'll probably put it back into the storage. And similar with the copper ore. That extra copper ore coming out of here, I'll just put it back in, but I don't know what to do with it. Because I really don't need that anymore. I'll keep it running, but because I've got the power. Now I should probably do some gathering. Although I'm doing okay for biomass at the moment. But what I do think I need to do is redo all of the work plans and everything and build. And this might be a good place to do it because it's quite large. And I can build, I think, quite a large factory here. I mean, it's not perfectly flat. Oops. But this might be a good place for a large factory because it's fairly close to my existing power. And it's moderately flat. I don't put the wood in here as well. It just... Oh, it's actually going to block that up. Okay, so what is next? Tier 2, part assembly. See, all of these are being made now. So assemblers, copper sheets, rotors, modular frames, and smart plating. They're probably important. Object clearing, chainsaw, what's solid biofuel? The most energy efficient. Oh, I probably should do, and inventory slots. I think I want this one. So 500 screws. So if I select that as the milestone, 500 screws, 100 cable, 100 concrete. Well, I've got the 100 concrete. I need a lot more screws and I need a lot more cable. But I'm producing those now. So I can come over here. I can get a stack of screws. I now have the screws I need. And I can come over here. Not quite enough cable. How much is it producing? 30 per minute. Or I can just come here, grab some wire, There we go. So we want 500 screws, 100 cable, and 100 concrete.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be, if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun, fun, fun.
Screws and cable. I need one more cable. Oh, and I just need one more cable. But there's also solid biofuel, which is made from biomass. So does that mean I need more cable? How do I put fuel in the chainsaw? So does that mean I want to grab all of this out? probably should have put a storage container between those. Although eventually it's not going to matter. Once I've converted all of the biomass. There we go. That all of the biomass done. So I just put all of the biomass in there. Grab all of the solid biofuel. Put all of the solid biofuel in here. That will load everything up. Oh, that didn't put all the biomass in. Once all the biomass is processed, I can connect up those cables again. That storage container is full. I've got way too much copper. I don't know what to do with all of this. I think I just get rid of it. It's just kind of in the way at this point. And now I'm using solid biofuel. But what I need to do is figure out how to put solid biofuel into the chainsaw. And this is allowing me to clear out the space to be able to build the factory. So what's the next thing I want to research? Just wondering. I'm going to end this session very soon. Part assembly, jump pads I don't care about, resource sink I don't know, logistics Mark II, I'm not ready for that. I think it's these. So 200 cable, 200. So let's select this milestone. And let's see if I can quickly do this. So I want 500 screws, which I think are here. So I can get 500 screws. I want iron sheets, which I think are here, and I can get 300 easily. I want iron rods, which were back over here. This is an absolute shambles. Is this iron rods? Yes. Oh, I don't have enough. This isn't producing. No, that's not it. That was not it. Iron rods are here. Yep. And I need cable. Which I don't have enough of. So what I'll do is I will save this session here. I'm going to call this one session 5. But what I may end up doing is you may end up seeing me come back with like a session 5 plus, and that means that I've logged in and all I've done is let time run, and letting time run would just mean that I'm filling up my storage. But I will do no construction or anything if I do that. Cool. Interesting. That was fun. I enjoyed that one, and I think that was a good productive session. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. There's been a bunch of new people who've jumped in, and I think I'm going to have to rebuild all of this in a more organized fashion, but that's okay. I'm learning. This is all new to me, but I've got a few things happening more automagically now. This has been fun. Thanks everyone for watching. And as always, good luck exploiting the planet, hopefully in a better way. Bye everyone.